Welcome to the final episode of this podcast. Over the past episodes, we've explored the entire PlaNiFul framework, from strategy to weekly execution, and everything in between. But before we end, let's zoom out one last time to reflect on what this is really about. Because planning, if practiced deeply and consistently, becomes more than a tool. It becomes a mindset. It's not just about getting things done. It's about how you relate to time, to uncertainty, to your goals, and ultimately, to yourself.
A solid planning system doesn't promise to fix everything, but it does help you recognize what's within your control, so you can act with clarity and confidence, and at the same time, it teaches you to accept what cannot be changed, not with resignation, but with perspective and tranquility. And perhaps most importantly, planning, done well, creates the conditions for you to fully embrace your potential, to grow from experience, to act with purpose, and to make steady progress toward the life you truly want, not just in theory, but in practice. Week by week, the PlaNiFul framework is simply a structure to support that journey, flexible, practical, and deeply personal, not a set of rules, but an ecosystem you can shape, refine, and return to whenever life gets noisy or unclear. So as this podcast comes to an end, one message remains. Trust your path, trust your ability to grow, and believe deeply that real progress is always possible, even when it's slowed, even when it's hard, because every small step forward shapes the future you're building, and it's worth it.
As we close this final episode, just a brief reminder about the creator of this podcast. This podcast was created by 𝐵𝐻𝐺𝐸𝐺𝐻𝐸𝐺, an author and content creator passionate about helping people live more fulfilling lives, stay productive, and seek deeper meaning. With deep experience in knowledge and process management, project management, and innovation, Oleg brings a blend of practical skills and philosophical inquiry to his work. His work is about building a bridge between philosophy and everyday life. Oleg is also the author of the book Planning for Life. Master your time. Achieve your goals. If you found this podcast helpful, we invite you to explore the book. It offers a more detailed guide, along with many practical tools to help you build a personal planning system that fits your life and supports meaningful progress. On social networks, Oleg regularly shares reflections and practical advice about living and working with more purpose and fulfillment. Feel free to connect with him on LinkedIn and ask any questions. Thank you for being part of this journey. We wish you all the best and a path that stays true to what matters most.